Welcome to Frugal Life with Dick and Jane. I'm Jane.
I'm Dick.
And on today's episode of Plant of the Week, we're going to highlight the root beer plant.
We're going to go over propagation, what it looks like, some close-ups of that. We actually picked up a tropical plant. We use it for culinary, and it's got some medicinal purposes as well. So stay with us, and we'll tell you all about it.
That tastes like dirt.
Welcome to this episode of Plant of the Week. We're highlighting the root beer plant right here behind us. We're going to tell you the magical abilities of it, how you eat it, how it tastes, how it smells, what you can use it for, what medicinal purposes it can be used for, how to propagate it. So let's get into it. So other names we got for this thing, I'm going to have to pull this list out right here because I can't pronounce any of these. We'll try for a second. Piper Artidium. Hey, that's not, yeah, this can be hard. Ojo Santo, Herba Santa, Mexican pepper leaf, Acai. You know what? We'll just list them off for you, give you a close up of this, and give you the names as you go down. So enjoy this. So the root beer plant is native to Mesoamerica, Mexico, California, I'm sure Florida. Your growing temperature, sorry, motorcycle going by. Growing temperature is about 10 to 11 growing zones. Obviously we're in, I think, 8+ here in Texas, in the area we're at. It grows just fine. They also do say that this thing doesn't come back after a freeze. We had a really hard winter and it froze completely. And this is the growth so far this year. So it's doing really good.
Backyard news.
The use and
So in Mexican cuisine, it's used in tamales. It's used to wrap fish and chicken and other meats. Also in a green mole sauce native to Oaxaca, Mexico. And it's used in a liquor called, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, verbene. What else? That's the main uses for cooking. I guess next we'll go into medicinal uses.
Alright, we're at the medicinal area of this plant. It's my favorite part. Lots of different uses for the plant. Number one, you can use the leaves and I believe the roots to use a infusion to calm colicky babies and aid in digestion. Number two, you can use it as a tincture. Tincture, yeah. And it's often used for bronchial infections and asthma issues in that tincture.
I'm going to jump in real quick. Medicinally, it's also said that they would soak the leaves in alcohol to put them on lactating women to help promote lactation. And then legend also has it that Mary would dry Jesus's diapers on the leaves, and that's how it got one of its other names of the sacred, what is it? Sacred pepper? Sacred leaf? So
Sacred
it is,
leaf.
By legend, a sacred plant.
That's another actual name for it, the holy plant.
The holy plant.
I want to say they made these leaves into diapers for Jesus, but I don't know. They're nice and soft and bulky, so it's
Right,
pretty cool.
wipe the butt with it.
Anesthetic anesthetic properties. So I imagine it could be used. Who knows? So what we're really trying to say is, your next mass hysteria, you got toilet paper, you got this plant, do it. Wipe. Super soft. All right, let's get into extremes. This is such an awesome plant. This thing is really cool. Let me tell you a story about this chick in the Amazon. She ended up breaking her ankle. So you can take this leaf right here, and what you want to do is you want to heat it up, not under a pan or in water. Stick it under an open flame. And what they did to her is they wrapped this leaf, and they're much bigger than our leaves. They wrapped this leaf around her ankle, and they kept on heating it up under an open flame. That gave her enough pain relief to walk out of the jungle. Now if that ain't crazy, there's more. You got the root system. If you have a sore mouth, and everybody knows that's like nerve pain, you cannot beat that at all. This nerve pain is so bad. You get to the root and chew on that, your whole mouth goes numb. I'll show you right now.
Yummy dirt.
That tastes like dirt.
So after chewing on this root a little bit, my mouth is starting to go numb, and the effects are pretty quick. It just still tastes like dirt, but that's another really cool property of this plant. Very useful, medicinal, food, pretties.
Lactation.
What? Lactation?
Lactation.
Lactation, very important. But that's the end of our
Oh, and drying diapers.
drying diapers.
So many uses. So
I'm
versatile.
pretty sure they were used as diapers.
I think it's possible.
Looks big enough to me. I think I've seen that in the Bible. But there we go. Go ahead and we're gonna move this to another piece of the yard. Move on with our story.
So let's talk about what this smells like, what it tastes like. How did you make it smell?
It smells.
Okay, so it smells exactly like black licorice, which I hate. Sorry.
They also say it smells like root beer. I guess maybe it's a nose thing.
Oh, wasn't it used in root beer at one time?
It was used in root beer.
That's why it's called the root beer plant.
Yeah.
But we'll get into why it's not used any longer to flavor the root beer in a minute, because I want to talk about. It's said to taste like so many things flavor-wise. Eucalyptus, licorice, anise, mint, sassafras, nutmeg, tarragon, and black pepper. These are all things that this is said to taste like. Should I take a bite of it?
You just take a bite of it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bite of it.
Let me take a bite of it.
That's black licorice, 100%. Disgusting.
It's so good.
It's not good. Unless you like black
It's
licorice.
all fuzzy.
Is my mouth gonna get numb now?
Hey, but what they use, I don't know.
Mmm, so good. You can wrap a fish up in here. Stick it on the grill, stick it in the oven, good to go.
So let's talk about why the root beer plant is no longer used to flavor root beer. In the 1960s, this was banned by the FDA in the United States for commercial use because it contains safrole, which is a known carcinogen in animals. Yet, you know, it's still used in cuisine. It's still eaten. It's still used in tinctures. So, I don't know. I don't know if I recommend cooking with it.
Heck, I think it's probably even good for your beard. I mean, my beard's not all fancy, but saffron, is it not oil? Anyway, basically, someone stuffed a bunch of rats and a bunch of this stuff together, force-fed them, and a bunch of rats died. So now it's illegal to use under massive quantities. But they do, like you said, use it in lots of foods. They still use it as flavoring, and that's it. That's the plant. That's the magical, beautiful, tropical loving looking plant. Smells good to some people, not all.
Tastes good to some people.
Not all.
You know, and maybe, just maybe, when we highlight these edible plants, maybe we'll pick out a dish that this is commonly used in and create it in the kitchen, taste it, and give our review on it. I think that might be fun.
Leave it down in the comments if you want to see that. We could add that into the show too.
What are you doing with that shovel there, buddy? Why are you messing with my plant?
That's not important. The important part is this is a full-size shovel.
Is it now?
Yeah, totally.
What's going on?
So what we're doing is we're going to talk about propagation. Okay, close up in here, these are the flowers. They don't really produce seeds. Actually, I don't think they produce seeds at all. It's a mainly propagated by a rhizome, so roots. So what you have to do is split your plant. You have a couple of stalks. It runs through the ground. You just split off and move the plant wherever you want it. These guys like to be in sun, but not too much sun. They are a big leafy plant. They lose water very quickly. They like high nutrients, very soggy soil, I guess. But this one's doing pretty good. It's in clay. It dries out a lot here. But it does have some shade in the morning, has shade at night. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in close here. And we're going to go ahead and split this plant in half for you.
See how big this leaf is compared to my hand.
And that's not even as big as they get. Oh, all right, let's get in here close. I'm going to go ahead and split this plant and show the propagating. So you want to be careful. So I could get this little guy here, but we're just going to go ahead and split the whole half and get this larger one. And these are actually roots trying to grow right here out of the side. So it's very responsive. You know what? You might even be able to cut segments. It's almost like a bamboo, yeah? Look at that. So it's responding to the humidity in the air. And right here, you obviously see root nubs. So that's a possibility. But we're just gonna take the whole plant. We want it pretty right away. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this shovel in here. We're gonna cut straight down. Trying not to get that little one right there. I'm gonna drop it in here. Try to get part of that root system. This whole thing should be moved. You can move it in a pot, you can give it to friends. You can keep it all to yourself. That's up to you. So what we've done here is to cut right down that side. So now that we got that clean cut, we're gonna pop in here, get a little bit further over, and pop that root out. Hopefully we got some or all. So here we go, guys. Trying not to hit the other plant or damage it. So not many roots, but we got some. That's enough to go. Place in our yard. Like I said, the sun does beat it up, and since it's so new and we got so little of a root stock, it'll be better here. I got the sprinkler head right here. Got a lot of shade up here, up and around. So it'd be a nice little protected area for this plant. Like I said, super easy. Grab it, drop it in. That's your papaya tree. A nice little hole. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna over dig, because like I said, we got more roots coming out here. So we really wanna beef up that root system. So if you dig it, over dig it, it's going to get a better growing medium. This is really humusy because it's like breaking down wood chips over here. Let's get some fertilizer later. I'm gonna drop it in there, much deeper than before, and cover it up. Pack it in. There we go. We got a brand new root beer plant, or brand used, whatever. It's awesome.
We put this into use in a medicinal fashion. One day I was collecting eggs. The chickens were laying them in some bushes, and I was kneeling down to pick them up. Grabbed the first egg, and got stung by a wasp on my wrist, and it hurt bad.
And so we use that method. Open flame under the leaf, wrap around the wound, paint away. Pretty cool. So there's our little experience.
Just
We didn't break an ankle, but hey, wasp sting can be pretty bad too. That's the other thing. It takes down swelling as well. So there you go. There's all the things you need to know about the root beer plant.
So
Medicinal.
if you like plants, and you like DIY, and you like homesteading, and you like, well, random stuff, pretty much anything and everything.
And you like my crazy eye, then go ahead and if you like the videos, go ahead and give them a thumbs up, give them a share around. Let our videos roam the internet. Let other people learn what we have to teach them, or just want to join along with our crazy life. Until next time, have a good one. See you later.
Ciao.
Bye.